Now, Florida Senator Marco Rubio. You think that's really a consideration, sending American soldiers to Eastern Europe to fight a land war in the European theater against nuclear-armed Russia?
Well, I don't think that with NATO there and the U.S. there that he's going to move on these Baltic states, which is probably the most vulnerable. I think that's probably too much to chew off at this time. And I don't have a problem with some level of ramp up, but we can't lose our focus on China. I mean, NATO can take care of, with some contribution from us, I think can prevent this from going any further. We really got to remain focused on China. This is an important thing, because I think that China's watching this. And if we live in a world where a country can decide, hey, that land belongs to us, and give you some 2-hour history lesson, which is a bunch of nonsense, and then go in and take it, you're going to see that happen in other places. I want to make one more point. One of the things that's happening here is, we've waged a war under the Biden administration against oil and natural gas in the United States. We stopped producing it. We've cracked down on it. We're not going to do more of it. And so what's happened is it's made Russian oil and natural gas more valuable. It's made Putin, giving him more leverage. And it's actually left Europe and us and the world more vulnerable. We got to reverse. That's one of the most important sanctions we could impose right now, is to announce tonight. Joe Biden should go on TV and say, I am lifting all these silly Green New Deal restrictions, and we are going to begin to produce oil and natural gas so that thugs like Vladimir Putin don't get to hold entire continents hostage.
So, Senator, you speak to the American people right now. The president has not prepared the country for what to expect if this starts ramping up and there's cyber and there's, oil embargoes. What should the American people expect specifically if this thing goes sideways?
All right, let me first tell you this, because they're already trying to pivot this thing. Inflation's already out of control. Everything already costs too much. Gas is already high. It's not because of Ukraine. Ukraine's happening now. It's already been high 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. It'll get higher. And the reason why it'll get higher is because Russia has less competition from America in the global marketplace. So I think you should expect higher energy prices, because that invasion, in combination with us cutting back on production, has put us at that point. I think as far as cyber is concerned, yeah. I mean, we're vulnerable. He's going to try to hit us there. We're probably going to hit him back. Cyber is a very dangerous thing. We've never had a cyber war. There's no rules around it. It could rapidly escalate into something very serious, and that's a factor in place. But I hope we should help the people of Ukraine fight him. They want to fight him. They're not asking us to go in and fight. They want to become a porcupine. Let them try to swallow that porcupine, because invading is the easy part, unfortunately. Occupying a country of people that don't want you there and are willing to fight, and Ukrainians will fight, that's more painful. We need to learn lessons from this, and that is, we are too dependent on China for our supply chain. We're too dependent on Russia and the rest of the world for our energy. We need to be able to make more things in this country, produce more of our energy, or we could be held hostage the way he's going to hold Europe hostage.
Yeah, bleed them dry in Ukraine. That makes sense. Senator Marco Rubio, thanks for joining Jesse Watters Primetime.